I think it's a sobering thought for us to know that Satan actually hates us, because sometimes when we are tempted to do something that goes against what God says, something that I would say that, for just to use a loose phrase, when we're tempted to do something that the devil on our shoulder tells us to do, at that time, our flesh, we even convince ourselves, and our flesh is convinced, and we try to justify why something bad can actually be good, and we claim that the end justifies the means, right? But I think it's a sobering thought to remember at that time that Satan actually hates you. When I'm tested, I think it's quite sobering for me to just remind myself that Satan hates me. So whatever that he's advising me to do, he might lie to me and make me think as though it is actually a good thing, but it's not a good thing. I can give an example of, if, for instance, I mean, if Satan convinces someone that they have to steal in order for them to provide for their family, providing for the family is a good thing, right? And if you're stealing is not necessarily wrong if you're doing it to provide for the family. You see, now the end is justifying the means. But that's not what God says. God is still the provider today. He's the same yesterday, today, and forever. And now when the devil is making us to do things that are not right, for instance, let's just assume that yes, indeed, someone does steal to provide for the family and they get away with it, and the family is happy that they provided, and they do it the second time, they get away with it. They might think all is well, but what happens if ever they get caught? The third time this person gets caught, let's just assume they were stealing from wherever that they were employed, and now because they were caught, they lose that job. So now they end up in a worse position than they were before. The devil is not gonna be the one to come through and say, I can provide for you, I can help you. The devil will tempt you to do something that will destroy you, and after, when you're in a negative place, he just lets you. He just leaves you alone. Just leaves you alone, and he'll only come in when he can suggest something else to take you lower than what you already are, and he'll always suggest things that will damage us in the long run. He's aware of what he's doing, and he hates us. That's his whole thing. He wants to destroy the image of God, and we are made in the image of God.